Bear. Get to know me. Know me. Kanye just joined the chat.
That's right.
I just got my allowance. Time is money. You never wasted a dollar. I go to class. I'm getting there first. I talk a lot, but be doing my work. I walk and fly. Girls going berserk. When you got money, you know what you worth. I'm Battle Bear. Got enough guns for days. A whole outfit with a whole lot of J's. I jump in that whip. Where my mama she going? I'm about my dad. In the house to be flowing. Carefree. Battle Bear. Get to know me. Carefree. Battle Bear. Get to know me. I'm carefree.
What?
I'm Battle Bear. Get to know me.
That's right.
I'm carefree.
What?
I'm Battle Bear. Get to know me. While I'm not in school, I'm playing my game. While I go to my grandma's house, these kids drive me insane. That GTA, it keep me sane. If you're not playing for a night, can you lane? I got that money, it keep me right. I got a stamp, I'm taking flight. I be outside, I'm living life. If you do like me, you ain't living right. Carefree. Battle Bear. Get to know me. Carefree. Battle Bear. Get to know me. I'm carefree.
What?
I'm Battle Bear. Get to know me.
That's right.
I'm carefree.
What?
I'm Battle Bear. Get to know me.
That's right.
Baby.
That boy Mark crazy.
I want my nigga excited, you feel me?
Everything good. Say she love me, but she don't trust me. Not your average, she with the savage. Say she love me, but she don't trust me. Don't fuck with baggage, unless it's cash in it. She counting thousands by the day. 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 Don't want that what you doing text. She working late night cashing checks. She ain't just get that off the boat. No, she a scholar on the road. Working how she get it. Then go out shopping with her friends. Want that real, can't do no counterfeit. Want that real, can't do no counterfeit, no. She love me, but she don't trust me. Not your average, she with the savage. Say she love me, but she don't trust me. Don't fuck with baggage, unless it's cash in it. She counting thousands by the day. She counting thousands by the day. She counting thousands by the day. She counting thousands by the day.
Baby say give me some more, yeah, she talking my check. Rockin' that Christian Dior, poppin' that ass for a check. Shawty told me that she toxic, purchased a drip and she rocked it. And she doing the move, clapping heels on her back, yeah she cool. She just bout the money, she don't give a fuck. Rockin' diamonds, red bottoms, rollin' up. I can't even lie, she really bossed up. Baby on her grind, yeah she a monster.
Say she love me, but she don't trust me. Not your average, bitch. She with the side bitch. Say she love me, but she don't trust me. Don't fuck with baggage unless it's cash in it. She counting thousands by the day, thousands by the day. She counting thousands by the day, thousands by the day. She counting thousands by the day, thousands by the day. She counting thousands by the day, thousands by the day.
Is you bad or nah? Yo, Chaz, turn the fucking beat up.
All the way up. Turn that shit the fuck up.
It's Big Bag Mills. Fuck they thought. Big Bag Mills, I'm the female LeBron James. I don't talk a lot, but my words got long range. Hit the Vegas strip or more, drip in the storm drain. No matter the locate, it's BX all day. When you see T, know that money beside me. Step wrong or disrespect, she gon' catch her behind me. Facts. I'm an eagle, you a pigeon, a bird rat. Goofy chasing worms, I don't be with the birds at. What they doing over there ain't where my concern at. Everything butter over here like I churn that. If you see me wearing it, believe that I earn that. Everything flame like the tree when I burn that. Hit the stage, I steal the light, they like when my turn at. Why you so pressed, baby girl, with your perm at? I should write a book on style so you can go learn that. Stock going up, check the worth of my verse at. Invested in the game, so I need my return back. Naturally, I'm pretty, so they think it's a thirst trap. Light skin, pretty face, green-eyed female. Walk by, all they had spinning like spree wheels. Always in the finest fashion, check out the details. Train always on track, I never get derailed. Straight bar spitter, I'm out for large figures. Gang full of baddies that floss, but all hitters. If you try and link, my cost a mall visit. My kind of boutiques, they chic, all expensive. My taste and palate unique, all exquisite. When we coming down the street and all Benzes. Is you stupid or dumb? Bloody murder when I spit, that's red rum. If you ain't heard before, well here it comes. I'm a 5+5, but always ranking 1. Any competition dead with ease. Millie rockin' smoking no letters while counting blue cheese. I'm a large figure even though my body petite. Smack the head off of Medusa, think a snaking on me. All I want is what I came for. Diamonds for the rainforest. Gotta thank the Lord every day I awake for. If the bag right, then I'm hopping on the plane for it. Cost to be the boss, well this verse already paid for it. Are you dumb? The fuck? It's Big Bag fucking Mills.
Big Mills. Straight bars.
Respectfully, miss.
Respectfully.
I'm not rapping.
At all.
Yo, Chaz, what up?
Talk to me.
What we doing?
Look at me now, look at me now, look at me now. I aim for the stars, I land on the clouds. It evens me out, who's running the town? I'm back on the mound, my pitches around. Can't make no diamonds while sitting around. Who is your captain? I'm snatching the crown. Now look at me now.
Look at the odds that I'm up against. Still keep my eyes on the covenant. Aura too prevalent, never need revelance. Loner to God, I am heaven sent. Abundance of money you'll never get. I'm running this shit like the government. Yet I need something to cuddle with Jasmine Sullivan, melanin covered it. Nigga, I'm back on my mode. Lilo and Stitch had to reap what I sow. My ancestors died when they jumped off the boat, but you think it's ironic that I really flow. Yeah, either you rent or you fall. I burnt every bridge, it was taking a toll. Cause nobody showed when I needed the most. If you ain't heard before, then I make it and know. It's written in stone like the pyramids. Reflected the future and mirrored it. I came out the mud, had to clear the mess. Snakes in the grass will make bad, I can hear them hiss. Quit talking about shit that you never did. Put my soul in the sound, I forever live. You give me the city, I carry it. Oh, you don't think that I'm serious?
Look at me now, look at me now, look at me now. I aim for the stars, I land on the...
gotta be so distant? Why you started acting different? Telling me that I'm tripping. You've been gone all along and I want you to know I ain't gotta cry no more, you ain't gotta lie no more. Telling me this and that, I ain't tryna hear all that, baby. This ain't gon' work at all, yeah. Meaning I said he tryna play me. I keep it moving and I'm pursuing. Plus I'm on it on a daily. I'm never losing and that's the truth. But baby, why you acting shady? Singing in a song because this music is the only one that understands me. And baby, it's crazy, baby, it's crazy. Thought about you on a daily. Know I'm on your mind, but you let your pride get between us, baby. You moving wavy. Ain't got no time to figure out if you're mine. Thought you was gonna be my baby. Thought you was gonna be my baby. I thought you moving wavy, yeah. And it hurts to stay as much as it is to walk away. And I know it hurts sometimes, but swear it's the only way. I'm focused up and strong enough to say, why you gotta be so distant? Why you started acting different? Telling me that I'm tripping. You've been gone all along and I want you to know I ain't gotta cry no more, you ain't gotta lie no more. Telling me this and that, I ain't tryna hear all that, baby. This ain't gon' work at all, yeah, yeah. Silly of me to see that you wasn't meant for me. Baby, it's crazy, baby, it's crazy. And when I call your phone, never pick up when you're not alone, yeah. That's moving shady, yeah. Baby, I'm just saying ain't no other way. Time and time again, you got me going crazy. This ain't it, and you know it, baby, yeah. And it hurts to stay as much as it is to walk away. And I know it hurts sometimes, but swear it's the only way. Focus up and strong enough to say, why you gotta be so distant? Why you started acting different? Telling me that I'm tripping. You've been gone all along and I want you to know I ain't gotta cry no more, you ain't gotta lie no more. Telling me this and that, I ain't tryna hear all that, baby. This ain't gon' work at all, yeah, yeah. This ain't gon' work, say this ain't gon' work.
Shawty way down way too sauce. Shawty wanna lick me off, you know. Pull up in the Wraith blue stars. Shawty wanna take it off, come on. Shawty wanna mix me. You can't remix Ream. Shawty kinda mad cause she know a nigga mixy. I be up in lit scenes. Come on, let's switch scenes. Get her to the crib, now she ripping off my ripped jeans.
And I'm moving swiftly, flowing so giftly. Feel like Peter Parker when the spider came and bit me. Shorty tryna pick me, they give a pick me. Shorty wanna lie me, but you can never get me. Baby girl, I'm way too sauce. I'm a big stepper like a frat boy. Fuck all the ops, they ain't making no noise. Wanna switch sides, then we put them on the board. Look, I already know what you like. First she let me motorboat and roll me like motorbikes. Knock her out just for the pussy, now I feel like I might. Going rounds in the room, she ain't know I can fight. Alright, wait, I already know that she nasty. Got a little hood, but you like to act classy. Throw goat, but I run her like an athlete. City girl hot, but I'm cooler than the fans be. Cause
Shawty way down way too sauce. Shawty wanna lick me off, you know. Pull up in the Wraith blue stars. Shawty wanna take it off, come on. Shawty wanna mix me. You can't remix Ream. Shawty kinda mad cause she know a nigga mixy. I be up in lit scenes. Come on, let's switch scenes. Get her to the crib, now she ripping off my ripped jeans.
now you know what to do, girl. Let me put you in the mood, girl. Let me slut you out, you such a good girl. Choke you in the mirror, watch the view, girl. Look, shorty, I don't care about your man. Let him think what he gon' think, but we just fucking his friends. Say that pussy is mine, but that shit is pretend. Long as you pull up on me and you making it back. Cause when we get up in that room, girl,
I'm drinking you just like you choose, girl. Pussy being wetter than the pool, girl. Hotter than the sun to play it cool, girl. Look, shorty wanna lick me off her finger. Boy, me swear she's my Topanga. Pussy be gripping just like some clinger. But when we get home, girl, you know that you in danger. Shorty way down way too soft. Shorty wanna lick me off and on. Pull up in the Wraith blue stars. Shawty wanna take it off, come on. Shawty wanna mix me, you can't remix Ream. Shawty kinda mad cause she know a nigga mixy. I be up in lit scenes, come on let's switch scenes. Get her to the crib, now she ripping off my ripped jeans.
Yeah.
It's a baby, baby.
Dollar, what up, my nigga? Yeah.
Cause you know the vibes, baby. I'm tryna slide, baby. I'm tryna ride, baby. Get between them thighs, baby. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes, boo. I'm tryna slide through. I ain't gotta hide you. Look up in your eyes, boo. Cause you know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Yo, I ain't never stress a bitch. You know me, I check a bitch. You know me, I sex a bitch. Same day I ex a bitch. I know them titties big, and I know that ass fat. I know that pussy good. I send her a cash ass. From my crib to your crib or to a hotel. I done fucked all these dumb bitches, I ain't never kiss and tell. If I had you, that's a W, I could never take an L. Just want you to be successful, I don't wanna see you fail. Cause you got big waist, you stay with a lace wig. You got a big bag, and you don't got no kids. I show that bitch love, and she show me love back. We go on a shopping spree, and we don't check no tags. When I'm with the guys, boo, you ain't gotta hide, boo. Baby, you can slide through, I don't mind, boo. Cause you know the vibe, you know the vibe, you know the vibe. You know the vibe, you know the vibe, you know the vibe. Cause you know the vibes, baby. I'm tryna slide, baby. I'm tryna ride, baby. Get between them thighs, baby. Cause you know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes, boo. I'm tryna slide through. I ain't gotta hide you. Look up in your eyes, boo. Cause you know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
You know the vibes, I'm tryna slide, come through inside, all of these thighs, swallow your pride, look at my eyes, I'm tryna ride, come at me cry, daddy, I'm a freak bitch, put your finger in my puss, let me eat it, fuck Vic cause I got all the secrets, tryna touch your meat cause a bitch not vegan, spicy bitch you would think I was seasoned, I need great dick, nigga not decent, have a bitch really screaming out to Jesus, on some G shit, nigga no teasing, told you only here for the dick and ball pleasing, put your dick in, have my pussy wall squeezing, better yet have my pussy walls leaking, don't stop till a bitch stop pleading, creaming, screaming, dick so good I thought I was dreaming, so good I ain't care I was cheating. Kick up here when there's no competing. You know the vibes that this bitch is leaving. Yo, my pussy, it's time for that meeting. I'm trying to make these niggas stop breathing. One taste of Tony, these niggas be feeding. Come bite that apple, that garden, that eating. Body is shaking up, feel like I'm seasoned. Come little daddy, it's time for your feeding. Come fuck me rough, this pussy mistreated. Whoa, you know the vibes, nigga. You wanna slide, nigga? Well, come get inside, nigga. Come get inside, nigga. Yes.
Cause you know the vibes, baby. I'm tryna slide, baby. I'm tryna ride, baby. Get between them thighs, baby. Cause you know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes, boo. I'm tryna slide through. I ain't gotta hide you. Look up in your eyes, boo. Cause you know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
Morning, Uncle K. How you morning?
Good morning, Uncle K. Yo, SB.
Good morning, bro.
Good morning. So what kind of talking about? Like some new niggas. This nigga is a new SB. He got some cutting last night.
No fucking cutting last night. Stop lying.
You got pussy in my house last night?
Hell no. I swear.
You got pussy in my house last night?
Never. Hell no. I would never disrespect. No, I would never.
Ain't nobody supposed to get no pussy in my house but me.
No. I swear.
I'll run the trains. I'll get all the pussy in this house.
I swear I can't get no
1 cup rule.
1 cup rule? 1 cup rule? Cool.
Fuck you so happy about if this nigga got cutty. Which one of you motherfuckers got cutty last night?
I ain't gonna lie, I got some cutty last night.
Stop lying. Get the fuck out of here. Your scrawny ass got pussy last night?
We see we didn't get no pussy last night.
You.
Oh.
So what would you do if you found out your man's fucked in your bed?
That's cool as long as he changed the sheets. What you mean? We used to do that back in college. Like, yo, bro, I used to have a single. So I used to tell the homie, like, yo, you can take Shorty in my room, just bring your own sheets or change my sheets, whatever. Like, I'm always down for the team. So I'm always down for the cause, without a doubt. That's a fact.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, if you said something different, I don't know. Sheesh.
What's up, world? This is Welcome to the Rawrrzone. I am your homegirl, Ivy, and we are here on Rawrrzone Day. You could catch us everywhere on our website, www.rawrzonenyc.com. You can also catch us at Elgin Sound Radio. You can also catch us with our friends at Puso 82.3 FM on Live 365 app. You can also catch me on SmackDown with the boy, the Ramblemania. There's a lot you can find us at, but we are here, and I'm very blessed. Kind of literally would call them like, yo, you want to be on Rawrrzone? We go way back from the days of a Red Door. We didn't get to talk much and work together until after the pandemic. This man is doing amazing things in his community, from working on mental and spiritual awareness for themselves to doing anti-gun violence rallies in his local neighborhood. This is Mr. Swims himself. Clap it up, clap it up. The crowd goes wild.
Let's get it.
How are you?
I love it, man. Y'all already know it's the big fella with the little voice, Mr. Alexandre, repping SWYMNYC. I'm here in the building, Rawrrzone. Thanks for having me, KD Kaboom. Let's get it.
So the story behind Kaboom is apparently I needed a good wrestling name in order to hang with the boy that Ramblemania.
Okay.
And in a hookah induced, I guess, trance that 6XL was on. Shout out to 6. You could catch him on Banter Club.
Let's get it.
Yeah, the whole fucking shit, bro. You gotta get into this shit, man.
I'm with it. I'm trying to get into him. I already told you.
And the wrestling podcast universe is a vibe, right? But I just got in my first championship within this podcasting thing we do where we call all the predictions for the cards. And it's like, kaboom! I'm like, huh? And that's where it came. But I had it and I forgot it was still on there. So I'm here getting ready for Rawrrzone with my settings still on Ramblemania.
I love it. KD Kaboom. KD Kaboom.
It's about to turn me into a whole rap song.
Kaboom.
But what's going on with you?
Man, all is well. All is blessed. I'm just very thankful to be here, to be with you, to cross paths with you on work. And every day is just about working and doing and fulfilling the purpose that God has given me. Very spiritual. And I just believe I'm on this earth to serve others. And that's kind of always been my character and my nature, always been very helpful and whatnot. And so now that I'm older and went through my transgressions and experiences, I think it's time for me to give back, to help my community, help my peers, help those around me, and just help everyone become better citizens in society to where they could contribute at a larger, quality, quantity, just serving for themselves and for others. So one of our biggest issues right now is violence, just down to regular violence, all the way up to gun violence, down to, child abuse, women abuse, so on and so forth. So right now I'm just focused on stopping the violence, stopping the gun violence, and the way I'm tackling that is through building community, through healing, whether that's mental and physical, as well as just exposing my people to resources and just to other parts of life. I feel like that was the key thing that helped me shape who I am today and cultivate me as a man. Was just being able to see the world, being able to travel, being able to interact with different people, speak different languages, and just be in certain settings that help evolve me and just revolutionize who I am from a boy to a man. So I think if a lot of people get similar experiences and exposed to certain resources that I had the opportunity of doing, I believe that we could really benefit from it and just all live a better life. A comfortability, success, wealth, generational wealth, just being able to give something back so that the next generation doesn't have to start over. So that's my main focus right now. But I've been doing a lot of things for the past several years.
Yeah, but the question is, who is Mr. Alexandre?
Mm-hmm.
Because last time I checked, you had a radio show at one point. You do interviews. You're a photographer. Now I thought I do a lot of shit, right? But you could pinpoint the shit I do.
Yeah.
I can't figure out who the fuck you are.
Yeah. So I'm glad you asked that question. Because I actually been thinking about that. I feel like I kind of appeared out of nowhere and kind of got in the scene and tackled a lot of things.
You were just random.
Yeah, so I don't really have no longevity in this game. I just been blessed to be put in a position to just be in a space with people like you and others that you are creatives and just trying to put things out there into the world musically, creatively, and explore your gifts and whatnot. So I'm gonna be honest. The way I started off, I'm not a loner. I'm popular within my little world and whatnot. I'm very social. I love talking to people. I'm very curious. Like I go and speak to anybody about anything. Like I ask questions. I go into spaces and stores and buildings and just start asking questions. What is this? What y'all doing? What's going on? Type of thing. So I went to college. I went to college upstate in Marist. Graduated. Yeah. So it was an interesting time.
Yo, your college. First of all, your college want to go against my college in basketball. Let's not.
What's your school?
Iona.
Oh yeah, I rock by Iona though. Yeah, you're right about that.
You guys tried to come at our necks though.
Nah, Iona. Well, our girls team, I know y'all not messing with us, but the guys team was slaughtering us. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. That was a good one though. That was definitely a rivalry right there.
It was, especially for me. It was like the years of 2010 to 2014.
Right. Okay. All right, so I'm right after you. I came in 2011, and I graduated 2015, but I had to do an extra semester, so I went abroad, and I had the privilege of going to Thailand.
Lucky.
Yeah, so I did my last semester in Thailand. When I got back, and I did a multitude of things in college. Serving in certain presidency positions for certain clubs. Joined the fraternity and Greek life and whatnot. Was on boards. I had over 15 jobs. I was the mascot of my school at one point. Like I did it all. I was the mailman. So I'm always just about getting around and connecting with people and, just picking up different skills and experiences along the way. So I would say I had a successful run in college. When I graduated, it was the complete opposite. I didn't have any job. I didn't have any plans. I came home and I was right on my mother's couch. My room was already taken. And I was on my couch for a while. And so, some things took place. I'm looking for jobs and whatnot. I end up landing a job at Music Choice.
Like a TV channel?
Yeah, just the high channels that just play music.
But that's awesome though.
Yeah, I'm like I said, it was a blessing. Like even the way how I got that job, the way it transpired, which is a long story in itself, was just miraculous. So I got there just working the front desk as a temp, HR and whatnot, and I bust my ass in there. I spoke to everybody. I was in every department asking for help, trying to learn things, asking how can I assist on certain projects, and then some things took place. They was moving around in the company, and my temp position was about to end, and they asked to bring me in full time in another department. I'm in production, and I ended up becoming the production coordinator. So that was my time where I got to learn camera, I got to learn studio lighting, gafting, setting up a whole set and things of that sort. And I had the opportunity to be behind the camera and just interview a bunch of artists. At this point, when I came in, Music Choice started bringing in artists and doing more of the social dynamics of interviewing the artists and getting more insight and background for them to have on their social media platforms. And they started having them. They had a channel where they would show live content as well. Also, we would partner with a lot of other brands and companies or use these contents for the labels and these artists for them to promote and whatnot. So I just got into that space around that time that they was doing this initiative. And I just been blessed. I was just grateful to get into that space. I worked hard, and I got to meet a lot of artists, a lot, like from all different genres, different realms, from A to Z. And it was a great time.
Memorable.
Yeah, it was a great time. Who's the most memorable?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my favorite rapper, Fab. I got to interview Fab, or at least be on the camera for the interview of Fab. I got to speak with him real quick, and we took a photo and whatnot. Mariah Carey, just because she was one of the bigger names, and that was probably was like my most, not to say difficult set, but it was the most challenging. She had a lot of she wanted lighting, so I had to really put my lighting skills to the test. For the things that she wanted, the set had to be set up a certain way. We had to have multiple cameras, and Music Choice had a small team. So my skills was really put to the test at that time. So that's why that one was the most memorable. Cardi B, Music Soul Child, The Dream, Escape, Jermaine Dupri.
Ooh.
Who else? ASAP Ferg. I mean, literally a multitude, and even down to what's these dudes' name? The Jonas Brothers, the K-pop dudes, all of them, like all the country singers that's big known to name and whatnot. I got to interview all of them, so it was a dope time. It was a really dope time.
So what made you want to really pop into the hip hop scene then?
So really, it was Music Choice. Just getting that job and being around the artists and just that environment and being in the office setting where music was encouraged to be played out loud. I was invited to many private events, listening parties and secret hotel parties and things of that sort. So I just love that lifestyle. Like I've always been a party person. I've always been spontaneous, always been adventurous, love connecting with people. I turn up. I was always the person in the middle of the party, turning up, getting the crowd going and whatnot. Like that's always been my energy. So just being in that space, I really got to thrive. And I was like, this is where I want to be long term. This is what I want to do. And then as I started going into these spaces as a guest, I was like, how can I continue being invited? How can I be invited outside of just me being a representative of Music Choice? And I'm one of those people that's very observant. I could step into a room and, be a chameleon. I could blend in. I know how to talk the talk, walk the walk. Not to say I be fake or anything. I'm always going to be myself. But I also just know how to observe, understand someone's character, and, be personable with them. And as I was going into all these parties and different spaces and venues, I realized everybody likes to take pictures. Everybody wants the camera person in the building. So I picked up a camera. I saved my money, bought me a camera, started learning. And from there, that led me to getting into more spaces on my own and developing my own name and my own brand and whatnot. And from then, I started doing interviews. From the interviews, I was able to get the opportunity to do radio. I did radio for a little bit. That was another great time. Definitely a learning experience. But that just helped build the brand as well. Then I started managing my brother. He's a great artist. We got to win Hot 97. Who's next? Remo Gringo. Make sure y'all check him out.
That's the song we just played. So do tell.
Of course. All right. 1 second, please. So, do you want me to speak on the Hot 97 Who's Next, or just Remo Gringo as an artist overall?
Whatever you like. This is your time.
All right, so boom, Remo Gringo, I mean Gringo, that's my artist. Super dope, super lyrical, fly, just smooth with the ladies. He's very versatile. He got many different flows. He could sing, harmonize. He got punchlines. He could get catchy with the jingles and all that. If you like the Jamie Foxx vibes, if you like the Chris Brown, if you like the Fab, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get to Jadakiss, like he could get gritty. He could get storytelling. He could do it for the ladies. He could even do it for the kids. He got a bop. He just well-rounded and universal. So that's my little brother. And I ain't saying that just to say that, because we blood. You know what I'm saying? He's super gifted. He's always been this way since a youth them. You know what I'm saying? Always rapping, repeating songs and whatnot, just singing and rapping and doing what he do. So as I got into the music choice space, Hot 97 just started their Who's Next thing, where you could send in a song, pay a little fee, and then people would rate it hot or trash. So the way that you can help get the ratings up is if you send it to people that you know, have them rated and things of that sort. So we went crazy with the promo, like literally, like my brother didn't have no social media. We started a Facebook, an Instagram, everything you could think of, got a YouTube, and we just pushed everything hard. Every week we was in the studio, we going to the store, we getting him fly, dripped out, getting rental cars, trying to shoot videos, like, and we just pushed it heavy, master heavy. He ended up getting accepted into Hot 97 Who's Next. He performed, he won, amazing talent there. But he got to win, and that was a great experience right there. We got interviewed, got to meet with TT Torres and a couple of other heavy hitters and whatnot in the building. You know, they just talked to us about the game, gave us some insights, some game and whatnot, just some real guidance. And then towards the end of the year, they had all the winners, because there was winners from each month. They would do a showcase each month at SOB. Shout out to the legendary SOBs.
I've shot there a few times.
Yeah. So it's a nice intimate venue. All the legends and stars done went there on their way up. So it's definitely one of those places that a lot of artists, you know, want to perform at when they're on their way up. That kind of solidifies them, just like people going to the Apollo Theater. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of that same essence. So yeah, he made it. We went to the last round. Unfortunately, some things took place, so he wasn't able to perform. But if he did perform, he would have definitely won, and he would have had the opportunity to perform on Summer Jam. Ryan Leslie would have been his mentor, and he would have had interviews and a whole lot of other opportunities. He definitely would.
Well, it could still happen.
It's definitely going to happen, without a doubt. I know they heard that song. That song, Way Too Sauce. That joint, every time I play it wherever I go, people bopping. They don't know who it is. It's Remo Gringo.
So how about you introduce it first? We'll play it one more time.
Say it again?
Introduce it first and we'll play it one more time.
All right, let's get it. This right here is Remo Gringo. For those who may not know, green means go. And this right here is Way Too Sauce. Let's get it.
Shawty way down, way too sauce. Shawty wanna lick me off, you know. Pull up in the Wraith Blue Stars. Shawty wanna take it off, come on.
Shorty wanna mix me, you can't remix dream. Shorty kinda mad cause she know a nigga mixy. I be up in lit scenes, come on let's switch scenes. Get her to the crib, now she ripping off my ripped jeans. And I'm moving swiftly, flowing so giftly. Feel like Peter Parker when the spider came and bit me. Shorty tryna pick me, they give a pick me. Shorty wanna love me but you can never get me. Baby girl I'm way too sauce. I'm a big stepper like a frat boy. Fuck all the ops, they ain't making no noise. Wanna switch sides, then we put them on the board. Look, I already know what you like. First she let me motorboat and roll me like motorbikes. Knock her out just for the pussy, now I feel like I might. Going rounds in the room, she ain't know I can fight. Alright, wait, I already know that she nasty. Got a little hood, bitch who like to act classy. Throw goat, but I run her like an athlete. City girl hot, but I'm cooler than the fans be. Cause shawty way down way too sauce. Shawty wanna lick me off and on. Pull up in the Wraith blue stars. Shawty wanna take it off, come on. Shawty wanna mix me, you can't remix dream. Shawty kinda mad cause she know a nigga mixy. I be up in lit scenes, come on let's switch scenes. Get her to the crib, now she ripping off my ripped jeans. Now you know what to do, girl. Let me put you in the mood, girl. Let me slut you up, you such a good girl. Choke you in the mirror, watch your view, girl. Look, shorty, I don't care about your man. Let him think what he gon' think, but we just fucking his friends. Say this pussy is mine, but that shit is pretend. Long as you pull up on me and you making it bend. Cause when we get up in that room, girl, I'm tricking you just like you Jews, girl. Pussy being wetter than the pool, girl. Hotter than the sun to play it cool, girl. Look, shorty wanna lick me off her finger. Boy meets world, she's my Topanga. Pussy be gripping just like some clinger. But when we get home, girl, you know that you in danger. Shorty way down way too sauce. Shorty wanna lick me off and on. Pull up in the Wraith blue stars. Shorty wanna take it off, come on. Shorty wanna mix me, you can't remix dream. Shorty kinda mad cause she know a nigga mixy. I be up in lit scenes, come on let's switch scenes. Get her to the crib, now she ripping off my ripped jeans.
Woo!
That's that fire right there. That joint go hard. For those who came in late, that was Remo Gringo, way too sauced. If y'all need features, hit me up. We running them down, man. We trying to do this. My boy coming up, believe that. We got it. I know that. I feel it.
How difficult is it to manage your sibling?
I'm glad you asked that question. I think being a manager, period, is difficult, but especially with a sibling, it's like when you're a manager, it's kind of like, not to say your child, but that's someone that you need to nurture, that you're building with, that you kind of need to protect and guide and whatnot. So I already have those mannerisms with my siblings. Like I'm very overprotective. I'm trying to be 10 steps ahead of their steps just so I could let them know what's the best way to go, how to move, transition, and progress. You know what I'm saying? So working with him as an artist, I believe in him wholeheartely. I tend to be quite hard on him because I know he has the potential to be great. So sometimes he may be satisfied with what he put out, and I know it could be better. So when he's ready to be done in the studio, I'm like, nah, you got to do that over. You got to do that over. You need some energy. I need you to be like this, that, and the third. I'm really like Diddy in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like Dr. Dre, I go hard.
Don't say you Diddy, because then you're going to kill Pac and Biggie. Like, we ain't doing that.
No, not on that type of time, but just on the business aspect of just really going for the utmost potential that a person could give you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to really see, the star power that he has and the gifts that he truly embodies. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm in there, I'm just really just grinding in his mind that, we gotta be better. We gotta top the last set. We gotta keep doing better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really hard on that. And then it's just a matter of, that's my brother, but we both got our own lives. You know what I'm saying? He's a grown man. He got his own things that he needed to take care of, and so do I. So yeah. Our scheduling may not always be on point. Sometimes we not on the same mind frame. Sometimes I may want to do something at one point, it doesn't work for him, and then he wants to do something at another time, and it doesn't work for me. So I know that may be a little constraint in the manager-artist situation that we have. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest and transparent, because that could happen for anybody. But as long as you just keep working, you being consistent, you doing your part, and he's doing his part, or she's doing her part, it could definitely work out. It just takes a matter of time. Sometimes it takes 10 years for overnight success. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you keep grinding throughout them 9, 10 years, you're bound to make it. So that's what we on. We know we gonna make it. We got it solidified, ingrained, and preordained for us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about doing our part.
So being that you work for Music Choice, it goes back, it makes me think about the underlying question we always really talk about, being professionals and managing, you know, we could just go through the customary day old question. Are we spending the money for these platforms? Or are there other ways that artists can actually go and make their way to these platforms without having to go through payola?
Okay, so if I'm going to speak on Music Choice specifically.
No, but in that realm.
Okay, so in that realm, and because of my experience with Music Choice, and I feel like this applies to everything in life, it's not about what you know, it's who you know. And to get any of those type of spaces, for the majority, if you already not buzzing in the street to where they hear you and want to look for you, you need to know somebody in that space to really get your foot in that door. Or you need to be very witty with the way you go about doing things. You know what I'm saying? And just being extensive with your research and things of that sort. You know, I have a couple of stories where I went too deep into research and ended up somewhere where I shouldn't have been. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I thought it was good, but people get paid to be in certain places and speak to certain people and do certain things. If you get what I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I say that to say, if you really get on your shit, you could find ways to get to where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, to get in those spaces, if I say it's about who you know, that means you as an artist, as a manager, as an A&R, as whoever, need to be outside, need to be getting in those third party spaces where these people are going to be at and really network and be able to connect. You know what I'm saying? Don't go in there and just be like, oh, I took a picture and then you post and be like, I'm working. Actually try to start up a conversation and learn what it means to build a conversation and speak and be in those spaces where it's loud music, it's a bunch of people, drinks is flowing and whatnot. How can you put yourself out there to have a quick conversation to connect and then make that shit turn into something else in the long run? You know what I'm saying? So it's always a way. Like I'm never going to shut down anything. I believe that there's always a way. A no just means next opportunity.
We just always see so many people in our circles, I guess, always saying if you want this type of opportunity, it's this amount of money. You know, and I see a lot of these artists fall into that trap sometimes. Yeah. They don't get what's promised.
I would say you don't need money to get on platforms. Platforms that really that's going to be beneficial to your brand, to your artistry, you're not going to need money. They're not going to ask for money. They're going to be looking for you. Even some of these platforms, you know, that's on the come up that has some clout. If your name got a good enough buzz, they're not charging you to get on their platforms. They charge other people that's asking to be on their platform. That's what they charging. But I'm sure they're giving out freebies, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same just to be in certain places.
Yeah.
Or to be on certain platforms. Like, you don't really need to spend bread. Put enough bread into your artistry and your craft to where people are coming to look for you. And also around that network to where you have a core fan base that's going to support you. It's all about OPM. You got to use other people's money. You know what I'm saying? If you move tactically and move the right way, you will never have to come out of pocket. You find out very meticulous ways to handle certain things in certain businesses and structure certain things. You're not going to need no money. There's going to be people who are going to want to invest in you. There's grants out there. There's so many different type of resources that you could utilize to build your artistry and your craft and get yourself a buzz to where people are looking for you, so you don't have to reach out to them and have to spend some money to be on their platform. Because there's people who's getting out here for free. You know what I'm saying? So just be creative. If you're already a creative, be even more creative. Be as creative as you can be to get to where you need to be. And always have the right intentions. You know what I'm saying? If what you need to do to get to where you need to get is it done, with a well intentioned manner, or serving other people, or it's gonna cause harm to people, then I wouldn't suggest it. Because if you do get to where you're going, it's only gonna be temporary. If you want longevity, you gotta move around with a good heart. And that'll get you into a lot of spaces for free too. People know you genuine and you real and you're here to serve and not just take, but be some reciprocity in the situation. People will look out for you, man. Still good people in the world, for sure. I did a lot of things off the arm, for sure. I done put people in spaces, you know what I'm saying? There's people doing better than me right now that I may have helped out at one point. And I'm okay with that because I served my purpose within that time. And I'm going to get to where I'm going in my time.
So, speaking of, the fact that you selflessly give back, being that you're in the media with us, not only through as a photographer, through radio interviews, you advocate for anti-violence efforts. You advocate. What do you feel like us as the media honestly can do more to help reduce the gang violence, to reduce the, because if you just look at the Bronx, because I did my students last year, we did a documentary on gang violence, and just in the Bronx alone, you have such a high number of like the Trinitarios. I think they even mentioned something about MS-13, and it's literally right next door to us.
Mm-hmm.
I work in the Bronx. Some of the areas they mentioned are literally next door.
Right.
People are getting hurt every day. People are getting, and I feel like maybe the media emphasizes too much on the brutality of it, right? And less about, hey, what can we do to actually stop this within our communities?
Right.
From your experience, what can we do to better our efforts?
In terms of media, I wouldn't necessarily say stop promoting that or stop showing it, because at the end of the day, that's the reality, and it's gonna come to surface some way, somehow. And I don't believe in censoring. But I believe that the media needs to show and highlight more good stuff going on, more local level good things taking place, more of our local people and people in our neighborhoods and right next door that's doing good things. You know what I'm saying? We could pull 10 people out the hood that's not doing well, or causing ruckus and violence, things of that sort, and highlight them, musically or whatever the case may be, doing dumb shit, whatever the case may be. But there's another 10 in that same neighborhood that come from that same environment, that's a product of that same environment, that's doing good stuff as well. And we need to give them the same highlight and the same viewship as the dumb stuff that we show. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's all reality and it's all part of, what's going on in the neighborhood. I think both sides need to be shown, but we need to show more of the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got a friend right in the Bronx. His name is Zoe Bernardez. He has a nonprofit called Slice of Excellence. What he does is trade pizza for report cards. So he goes into the schools and all the communities, and he get kids who are doing well in school or trying to do well or get certain type of achievement awards or perfect attendance or whatnot. They send it to him, and he sends either the class or the student or the whole family boxes of pizza. And it's a great incentive because now these kids realizing that they could feed their family, they could feed themselves, they could feed their friends, And all they gotta do is pay a little bit more attention in class, read a little bit more, study a little bit more, you know what I mean? Get their test scores up, and they're able to do all these things. They're able to provide in a way. Even at a young age, you still have those abilities and characters in you to want to do certain things like provide and have friends and camaraderie and community and things of that sort. It's in our nature. It's in our innate human instinct. You know what I'm saying? So we need to highlight things like that. So where these kids is like, oh, I'm about to get my grades up because it's not that I'm getting pizza, because it's going to get to a point where he's serving, you know, healthy food as well. But it's the sense of being able to provide and make sure that you have a meal for the night, because there's a lot of kids out here who don't. You know what I'm saying? So we need to promote more things like that. And when we do that, more people's going to shift the narrative and shift their mentality and want to step in and be a part. Because the gangsters back then, they may have done their bad things. They may have, you know, put poison into the neighborhood, or at least spread it out, spread it into the neighborhood and whatnot. But they also did stuff like feed the community, did give backs, you know what I'm saying, protected the women of the community and things of that sort, and told the kids to stay in school and whatnot. I think we lost focus of our morals and the integrity of being a gangster and being a man and being a woman and being an adult. And, you know, there's a disconnect between us and the kids. You know what I'm saying? Where there's a blended interest, but there's not a bridge to where we really are setting the paths before one another. You know, really putting the generation after us on our shoulders. So we kind of losing sight of that. So I think we just need to get back to that. And the media have the responsibility to highlight those things and, you know, really put it out there. Because if people see more of the good, they're going to do good. If you see and listen to more of the bad, you're going to do bad. It's all about your mind and what you're feeding yourself. It's not just about the food. It's about what you're feeding sonically, what you're feeding visually. You know what I'm saying? So all of that plays a role in someone's character and what they do on a day-to-day.
Oh, geez, that was, wow. That was deep. I appreciate that.
For sure. That's the real.
It is. We're going to get into this music break. We're going to talk more about, we got a little bit about P&B Rock, the tragic death. Apparently Biden said the pandemic's over.
Is it?
Apparently. I found it on the news.
Good to know.
We will learn more.
All right.
After this music break.
Let's get it.
But girl, I'm never lacking. I've been getting dollars out the back end. I've been getting dollars out the back end. I ain't getting dollars out the back end. Would've thought, but girl, I'm never lacking. Counting money straight up out the back end. You not in the love, you in the fashion. I ain't been the same, can't tell what happened. Money numb the pain, how I imagine. Bumping candy rain while I'm absent. When it come to arguing, you got a talent, yeah. Searches to a way that I just might patent. That's not my intent, just know I never do it purposely. When they try to trust me, had to hit you with that urgency. You said that's a fact, that I'm just moving different currently. Just cause you move diligent, don't mean you innocent. Then you ask me why I only hit you in emergencies. Then my love you sentences I can't finish them, not on purpose, promise girl to hurt you like it's hurting me, yeah. No fear about it, tell me what I'm missing when it come to loving you, yeah. I be distant, you still down for me though. Round trip to Maldives, are you down, let me know. It's a life I ain't imagined. Changes, I can't tell what happened, yeah. I've been faded, I can't lie to you, girl. I don't wanna take another round for you, though. Yeah, I'm around for you, though. Couple times, I miss your sound, so you know. tone it down. You done them clowns for me, you out of town. You never around, always on the go, done taking orders. And then seeing you be weighing on my conscience. Not too many problems that you can't solve. Fall out from the same causes. Pick up when I call, cause you love me regardless. Yeah, yeah. Getting dollars out the back end, yeah. Would've thought, but girl, I'm never liking, no. Counting money straight up out the back end. You not in the love, baby girl, you in the fashion. Yeah. I ain't been the same, can't tell what happened, yeah. Money numb the pain, now I imagine, yeah. Bumping candy rain while I'm absent. When it come to arguing, girl, you got a talent. Don't be problematic, life is cinematic. Tell me I've been liking goddess, yeah. You can't deal with silence, working on your body. Tell me, is you real without it, yeah. Everything I got, you got. At least I could say I tried. I just hope we coincide. Can I stay laid beside you? High as fuck, faded, I've been running up, realizing you cannot stay forgotten. I'm listening, you revisiting, won't play you like an instrument. I'm committed, girl, new habits I'ma implement. Cause you significant, these bitches you ain't related. I need my medicine, I'm counting on you. You keep me grounded, shorty. Niggas in my lane, no, I ain't worried about it. Paranoia in my brain, I can't walk without it. This that love, this is that pain, don't you ever doubt it. Your heart be overcrowded, girl, I'm just saying I've been getting dollars out the back end, yeah. Would've thought, but girl, I'm never liking, no. Counting money straight up out the back end. You not in the love, baby girl, you in the fashion. Yeah. I ain't been the same, can't tell what happened, yeah. Money numb the pain, now I imagine, yeah. Bumping candy rain while I'm absent. When it come to arguing, girl, you got a talent.
When I walk through, don't care if they know who I am, I'm a fan of myself, I'm the man you could tell by the smile on the faces of biddies I talk to. Fly guy, fresh Prince of L.I. Came in the spot, all black, backpack full of loud. Try to tell about the smell, you could tell by the smile on my face and the red eyes. Take a minute, listen for a second. Pep in my step, cause I never come in second. Never stressing in the club, two-stepping. Got a bottle in my hand and my lady right next to me. Standing on couch is my hobby. In the club or the hotel lobby. Breaking the rules like there's nothing to lose. I did one of you two try and stop me. She did the digital dash. Saw us online and she followed us. So we had bottles, she just won a model. With one, maybe two for the camera rush. I had a digital lapse. Gave her my number and all of that. Told her to hit me, but knowing there's really no chance of me calling back. Not a player, but I crush enough to get in trouble. Biddies know I'm Mr. Right now, I'm in town for the night. On my worst behavior, trying to get a little crazy. What's the point of being subtle? Shot after shot like I'm Curry when I pull up. 3 to the head in a hurry when I pulled up. Step back, crossed over, then I put up. My hands to the sky, look around, let's get right for the night. Let's get right for the night. My hands to the sky, another round, let's get right for the night. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my two-step. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my Came into the club to grab a drink and do my two-step. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my I'm a star and you can't tell me different. I feel like that dude when I get in that mood. I don't know what to do, how to move. I be acting a fool with some drinks in the system. Women, treat, go weather the recipe. Parties on hills, some hills for her next to me. She got a friend, they both wanna mess with me. Only in time for the night, so it's meant to be. I had a dream, woke up after chasing money, power, respect. I'm impatiently waiting for my time to shine. I'm gonna make it regardless of whether it's given or taken. 6 cents got me bugging, seeing dead people. Pockets full of legends, missed text from the mistress. Got my drink on, now I'm bound to get in trouble. Shot after shot, keep me mellow when I pull up. 3 to the head like I'm mellow when I pulled up. Hesitated for a second, then I put up my hands to the sky and on the round. Let's get right for the night. Let's get right for the night. My hands to the sky and on the round. Let's get right for the night. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my two-step. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my
Came into the club to grab a drink and do my two-step. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my two-step. Came into the club to grab a drink and do my two-step.
It's Wally, yeah, baby. It's Wally, yeah, baby. You see the love in my eyes, visualize, baby, you got me hypnotized as I fantasize about the future. My heart growing size, blessed to call you mine against the world. It's you and I, and you and I, we does it better. Waterbed, polo comforter filled with geese feathers. The great escape, let your man feed you grapes, wine, crackers and cheese, bedside on gold plates. Look like the Sistine Chapel on the drapes. We gon' build an empire together, that is our fate. It's sharing the blood ties and last name, cannot wait. I'll be here no matter what for you, baby, make no mistake. As we embark on this journey together, that's what I'll say. My success, yours is mine, no other way. We gon' grind and build together, God's will, we will forever. To make your wildest dreams come true, it'll be my pleasure. Worry less, cause baby, I'm by your side. I'm with whatever you're with, you know I'm down to ride. My loyal queen, my royal highness, shout it to the skies. My loyal queen, my royal highness, shout it to the skies. We gon' vibe, we gon' grind, we gon' build together. God's will, if God wills, then we will forever. We gon' vibe, we gon' grind, we gon' build together. God's will, if God wills, then we emotions on tune, the feelings on bloom. As we do what we do, you got me and I got you. And that's the way it is. We gon' vibe, we gon' grind, we gon' build together. God's will, if God wills, then we emotions on tune, the feelings on bloom. As we do what we do, you got me and I got you. And that's the way it is. We gon' vibe, we gon' grind, we gon' build together. God's will, if God wills, then we will forever. I promise that your heart will stay safe with me. I treasure all of you, your sacrecy. To me, you're like a goddess, a masterpiece, a passion within, everlastingly. Jump the broom as we wed in holy matrimony. A unit does it together, never by the dolly. I'll never give us up, please don't fold on me. All I am belongs to you, you got that hold on me. You bring the sand to the beach, baby, I bring the ocean. As long as blood is in my veins, I'll keep this thing in motion. We say we want it all, what we waiting for? I love you from the outer to my inner core. Arm in arm, you're my good luck charm. You're a blessing from the sky, oh my, greatest by far. And our destiny is something you and I can't ignore. You say you want forever's forever, say no more. Worry less, cause baby, I'm by your side. I'm with whatever you're with, you know I'm down to ride. My loyal queen, my royal highness, shout it to the skies. My loyal queen, my royal highness, shout it to the skies. We gon' vibe, we gon' grind, we gon' build together. God's will, if God wills, then we will forever. We gon' vibe, we gon' grind, we gon' build together. God's will, if God wills, then we will forever.
It's Squad. That's a pretty girl shit. Woo! Yeah. Gabby B. Spitfire, that's some pretty girl shit. TikTok, that's a pretty girl flick. Dress to the nines, that's a pretty girl fit. In the club, popping bottles with some pretty girl. Yeah, that's some pretty girl shit. We so pretty girl. Yeah, that's some pretty girl shit. In the club, popping bottles with some pretty girl. You know it's a party every time we step in. With you we here to turn up as get to step in. Buy me a shot, who we think he impressing. I got my own bag, I don't need you obsessing. Feeling myself while I'm tipping on this liquor. Got me feeling like I'm Millie with my hands up to the ceiling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with my baddies, we popping off. We looking good, you can get enough. Dancing with my girlfriends, chilling, we vibing. Shake my body to the music, we grooving. Can't keep his eyes off the way I'm moving. Yeah, yeah. I like the look in his eyes when I want it. He knows he don't have a chance, so he want it. I'm here for the music and the music only. When it takes over, can no one control me? Spitfire, that's some pretty girl shit. TikTok, that's a pretty girl flick. Dress to the nines, that's a pretty girl fit. In the club, popping bottles, we so pretty girl. Yeah, that's some pretty girl shit. We so pretty girl lit. Yeah, that's some pretty girl shit. In the club, popping bottles, we so pretty girl lit.
Pretty girl lips, pretty girl hips, pretty girl fit, pretty girl dip, pretty girl shit. All my pretty girls headed to the dance floor. My bitch is bad, like what they needin' my man for. We keep them looking this shit, we cooking this hot as lava. We like to party, it's sounding poppin' like la di dada. We don't need nada, we independent, we bout $1. We getting commas, we rockin' products, so tell them holla. P-double-T-Y, boss bitch vibes when we startin' our guard. Running this field, couldn't film on my fly. It's not a surprise, cause we one of a kind. Now if you pretty, put your hands in the air one time. If you pretty from your head to your toe. If you pretty inside out, then it's no doubt. Baby girl, you already know. Let's go.
Spitfire, that's some pretty girl shit. TikTok, that's a pretty girl flick. Dress to the nines, that's a pretty girl fit. In the club, popping bottles with some pretty girl. Yeah, that's some pretty girl shit. We so pretty girl lit. Yeah, that's some pretty girl shit. In the club, popping bottles with some pretty girl lit.
Pretty girl lit, pretty girl hit, pretty girl fit, pretty girl dip, pretty girl shit.
Dress to the nines, that's a pretty girl fit. In the club, popping bottles with some pretty girl lit.
Pretty girl lit, pretty girl hit, pretty girl fit, pretty girl dip, pretty girl shit.
Dress to the nines, that's a pretty girl fit. In the club, popping bottles with some pretty girl lit. Yeah, that's some pretty girl shit. We so pretty girl lit. That's some pretty girl shit. In the club, popping bottles with some pretty girl lit. Yeah, that's some pretty girl shit. We so pretty girl lit. Yeah, that's some pretty girl shit. In the club, popping bottles with some pretty girl lit.
And we back.
We back, we live, we in tune. Every song was rocking.
And our furry co-host came for a few seconds.
Wagwan Mayu. What I do with?
This is Melo, the Canine Crusader.
Oh, Melo, what's up? Say what up to the people then. Melo, get on Taco Bell.
Yo, but why do you always do that to him? He's not a full Chiwi, he's a Jack Russell.
Okay, I do see a little. I do see he not all the way Chi-Chi.
Yeah, because look at the face shape.
Yeah, he different. He different,
and he's
different right there. That's different right there.
He's my little.
He actually looks stocky too. He a little stocky. Yeah, he not no regular Chihuahua. He beat regular Chihuahuas up.
Oh yeah, no. You know, I found a Chihuahua. It was mixed with one of them skinny big dogs.
Yeah.
So the Chihuahua was like yay high. Like a Chihuahua face, but a skinny dog with long legs body.
What?
I swear to God, it was the weirdest shit I ever saw.
Yeah, I ain't never seen no shit like that. That's different.
And then Melo tried to run away from him because he knew it was one of his people, but he didn't understand because he was too tall.
Yeah. That's wicked. That's different right there.
Man.
That's really different.
Are you done making your appearance or do you want to get down now? Yeah? Okay, go. Do your jump. Good. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
Okay.
So, did you hear that apparently the pandemic is over?
That's news to me. You just told me.
And As reported by CBS News in an interview on 60 Minutes on Sunday night, President Biden said the COVID-19 pandemic is over in the United States. The pandemic is over. We still have a problem with COVID. We're doing a lot of work, but the pandemic is over, Mr. Biden said. The interview was done as he walked the floor of the Detroit Auto Show last week, gesturing around the hall. Biden observed, if you notice, no one's wearing masks. Everyone seems to be in pretty good shape. And so I think it's changing, and I think this is a perfect example of it.
Okay. So, probably going to be another pandemic soon. I do see people easing up with the mask and all of that. Nobody really getting sick that heavy. People still catching COVID, but everybody immunized and whatnot. So,
well, COVID, the COVID deaths are actually ranging around 400 a day nationwide.
All right, that ain't bad.
That's not bad at all, but that's still 400 people a day.
Yeah, true. It's wicked, man. It's definitely wicked the times that we in now. Definitely wouldn't have expected something like this. Like, it definitely dramatically changed the way life, how we know it. It's definitely not the same. It's going to continue to change. It's going to change rapidly. And a lot of people are going to get lost in it. So it's like this pandemic actually showed that. Like, there were tons of millionaires created by this pandemic, and then there were a lot of homeless and poor people that came out of this. So people got wising up, man. Gotta get smart. There's still a lot of money out here. We just gotta get smart because the people who already got it just getting more.
Like I said, the drug dealers made the most money out of this whole pandemic.
I bet.
Well, I know my dealer made a good chunk of change out of my stimulus check.
Hell yeah. For a fact, without a doubt.
And if you tell me no, you're fucking lying to yourself.
Yeah, nah, there's no way. Trust me. Everybody was getting extra bread, extra 400, couldn't go out, couldn't do nothing. People was going into depression. People who ain't smoked before was smoking then. Whoever took a break was...
Bro, I remember my dealer, because he knew I was good for it, gave me 3 O's. For the lasting me like the first 3 months of the pandemic.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, it definitely not last me that long. 3 zips?
Back then, I wasn't smoking as much as I was now.
Yeah, okay.
You know, when the pandemic had started, I think I'll have that was back then. I didn't even learn how to roll yet. Like, I had people roll for me. I was that type of kid.
All right. Cool. You was good there. You was all right there. You made it work.
I made it work. I lived, right? But then the pandemic came, and I remember being at home, my mom's house, you know, and everything I did was in that room. I worked. I went on the computer in that room.
Yeah.
Talked to people in the room. I chilled in there, but there was only so much you could do before anxiety hit. So I remember getting more weed as things progressed. And then just trying to bounce back into life after the pandemic and trying to figure out how I'm gonna make a paycheck. What? Full blown. I don't give a fuck. You catch me with the joint, okay?
Especially with today, with the new laws and things like that, with the marijuana. Listen, this is what I tell everybody. You can smoke bud, wherever you can smoke a cigarette at. So don't need to be paranoid.
Like, they made stores that if I ever run out, I could just walk to the store, and I'm happy about that. How hard was it back in the day? You had to go find your local bud dealer, especially when you up in school.
Yo, let's not even get to that.
And then on top of that, it's because especially where we're from, we went upstate. I was in New Rochelle.
Yep.
We're in Marist. Okay, all you had is the white, and I'm sorry, I'm white. I know this, and it's gonna sound horrible for me to say this, but the entitled rich white kids that think that they could sell weed.
Yo, listen, that's a whole topic in itself. You know what I'm saying?
how many times I had heartburn.
Albert.
Yo,
Oh, that's funny.
I never want to, like, I swear to God, if I knew what I knew now back then, I think my smoking experience would have been more better.
Right. Well, I ain't gonna. My experience was a little different. It was various people selling, but it was kind of dry on my campus. Not too many people was with doing it. And then my school kind of had like a little shakedown and whatnot. So then we kind of had to go off campus for a little bit. But I ain't even gonna lie, on the record, off the record, I was the plug for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it got like that. It got real dry where I had to step in for sure, and that's a whole story in itself. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of stories with that.
Oh, you're the buddy.
I sure was at one point.
Everyone's buddy.
Yeah, I definitely was. Yes, without saying too much, for sure. I was drinking. I was drinking for sure. Especially with those privileged white kids that had a lot of access to money. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I wasn't one of those kids. I took a loan.
No, trust me. I feel even you know, going to Iona and Maris, yeah, there's a lot of regular working class. I met all sorts of people. Like you'd be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Which really just shifted my mind on, you know, perception and, you know, not perceiving people off the back and, you know, kind of already creating a bias or narrative for them, because I've met people from all walks of life, like, and I met white people from all walks of life. So it's like, I could never judge anyone for that matter, or generalize them and put a group of people in one box, because just the amount of people I've been able to come in contact with really just, spread, you know, really just transform my mind and how I think and whatnot. So I get you, girl, for sure. 100%. I know how that go. But yeah, during my time, you know, it was a good situation till it wasn't. Like that. Or
when the party schools don't have all the party?
Yeah, just like that. Party done. Party done. Party done. Party done. Yeah, man, good times.
Good times. Too bad we're old now.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely can't even be in the business, man, for sure.
Oh, man. So, P&B Rock's cause of death was released as the coroner officially ruled the rapper's killing was a homicide.
Definitely was premeditated.
Yeah, if you're shot in the back and the chest.
Yeah, that is terrible. I didn't look too deep into it or get the full insights, but just from the overall scope of the situation, you know, first and foremost, just want to give my condolences
to the family.
Yeah, to the family and his loved ones, and, you know, just give my blessings and just pray for y'all and that God has his hands on all of you, and, you know, just to continue to seek healing. That's all you can do after a tragic situation like that. But in terms of the situation itself, I mean, I can't put no blame on anyone, man, because we should be at a time where, and you know, there's so many levels and factors to play into the type of person he was, his stature and things of that sort, and if you should post, you know, right where you are at the time of you being there, things of that sort. But we should be at a time where we should be happy that we have more access to our stars and those who are doing great things in the world and that we admire and look up to and love to listen to and watch and whatnot. Like, and the fact that they give us this access to, they put their location, and we could probably even just show up and show love. It ends up, you know, being a terrible narrative. And that's just whack overall. Like, definitely just us as people. We gotta really just stop hurting each other, stop killing each other. This senseless violence is it's just insane, yo. It's really not needed. It's uncalled for. There's no real reason for it. And the person on the other side of the gun never, jumps to any higher feat in life. Never, gains a large lump sum of money. You literally take someone's whole life in existence for, material items that you can't pawn because the cops is gonna be on every pawn shop in whatever radius you win. You know what I'm saying? You gonna rock it? It's whack, yo. It's just sad. Like really just sad. So I can't put the blame on anybody, yo, because just the people that are just going around and committing these acts of violence and causing harm on to others, like those people really need to just have a sit down. Like they need real mental healing. They need help. A lot of our people just need help. They just need help, yo. And it's just sad that, people are losing their lives in the process, for sure.
But on top of that, it's like, this is what our children are seeing.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing. They growing up. And I don't want to say necessarily thinking that it's cool or anything like that. Not to say that these kids think that it's cool, but they think that it's something to do. They think that it's something that has to be a part of a particular lifestyle. And it doesn't. Like, when I just go back to being a gangster, like, being a gangster means handling your business. It means providing and protecting. It means, being able to make a means out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? And standing on what you believe in and building a team that has an end goal. You know what I'm saying? And you can apply that to any lifestyle. I mean, you can apply this to the Italian mob, to the Arabic mafia. Like every group of people have gangsters. You know what I'm saying? The way they go about it is different, but ultimately the core values of it was always to just stand on what you believe in, have certain codes and morals. Certain people are not in this lifestyle. You leave them out of it. You know what I'm saying? And you still provide and you protect and you handle your BI. And now it's just getting to a point where people are just doing senseless killing and thinking that dissing people and just shaming others and speaking on their dead loved ones and really coming to their neighborhoods and spinning the block and really shooting at each other is gangster. And it's not. It's cowardness. Like, it's not tough. It doesn't necessarily prove you to be a gangster. And just taking someone's life is like, how do you sleep at night? You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, we need to change the vision, the perception, the idea of what it means to be a gangster, because a lot of these kids are not. And what they just doing is running around, just harming others when there's no need to. You know what I'm saying? We can still make drill music. We can still make all this bebop dancing music and all of that and not have to actually, act it out in the streets. Like, it could all be fun and games. It could be a means of getting money. Like a lot what the internet and this time and age is showing is that so many people are talented. So many people are gifted. And instead of shooting at each other and wanting to fight one another and cause harm to one another, we need to be coming together and building and capitalizing on our gifts and our talents and our skills, because we behind. We behind as a people. And we need to come up. And I'd rather come up sooner than later. And we in the perfect time where social media and TikTok is blowing up people by the day, by the millions. We come together, your neighborhood, your people, your friends that you grew up with, that you see every day since you was 2 years old. Get together and make some money. That's the only gangster thing that you could possibly do besides take care of yours, is get some money. A lot of y'all is in beef that has nothing to do with money, has nothing to do with stopping your money, has nothing to do with anything. Like, y'all just be naming random people from other neighborhoods and starting fake beef and really getting into real stuff where it's not only harming you, but harming those around you. You got to really put things into your thought, into your mind, and think, like, does this make sense? How long you want to live? Like, you don't get to see all the people that go to your funeral. You don't get to see all the posts on Instagram when you die. You don't. You think you're gonna be in heaven looking down, you're not. That's just not what it is. You know what I'm saying? So if you want some longevity in your life, stop the foolishness, go get you some money, and build community. That's the only way. That's the best way. I suggest that. Word.
And that leads us to the perfect segue to this next track. We got that back talk from Haze on Haze.
I rock with it. Yo, shout out to Haze on Haze, a phenomenal artist, very versatile, has the energy to really just capture a whole audience, bring them in. He's very engaging. He's
very knowledgeable.
Yes, that I see too. Very, very, and it portrays and shows, in his showcase, just how he performs and everything. He really knows how to captivate an audience. He's gonna go far. He's definitely gonna go far for sure. I see a bright future for him. My boy working.
He is
working.
His next single is gonna be crazy.
I already know. I don't have no doubts about that. No doubts about that.
So let's get into that back talk and celebrate a little Haze on Haze.
Swim approved.
Swim approved.
If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. We got all these haters mad, they pop shit, we pop tags. Hey, what it is. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. We got all these haters mad, they pop shit, we pop tags. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit about nothing. These niggas be poker face, all these niggas be bluffing. What a new fit, think I'm the shit, got your girl blushing. She don't want you, and that's the end of the discussion. Big hitter like I'm Hank Aaron, RP to the legend. Die hard, no Bruce Willis, we living in Armageddon. Big body, zoom zoom, get out the way, give me room room. Maniac, Louis Toon like Elmer Fudge, let it boom boom. If that shit ain't about a bag, hit me later, man, hit you right back. I may be free, but I'm only available for paper. That's a fact. If you a hustler anywhere in the nation, where they at? Turn the shit up, pull up, way up on your. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. We got all these haters mad, they pop shit, we pop tags. Hey, if that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. We got all these haters mad, they pop shit, we pop tags. Yeah. If that shit in the bag, put it on the shelf. So much gold around my neck, people think I'm Michael Phelps. Did it on my own, I ain't even need no help. Everybody talk crazy till you see them by themselves. They get W's, like I'm Kenny Omega. If you try to touch my bag, I send you to your Omega. With a bad white chick, titties look like Topanga. And I don't even wanna fuck, just want the bag and the banger. 6 figures wasn't easy, 7 figures up next. 9 figures is the goal, bro, but you gotta get to them checks. Get it. Snakes all in the grass, bro, but I'm a cobra, so let's flex. Rap hills all around me, but I'm more like a T-Rex. Yes. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. We got all these haters mad, they pop shit, we pop tags. Hey, if that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. If that shit in the bag, man, that shit is a drag. We got all these haters mad, they pop shit, we pop tags. Hey.
And we back.
Little voice, Mr. Alexander, that was Haze on Haze, bag talk.
Yeah.
Tap in, download that, stream that, buy it, get it on
right now. Right fucking now.
That's that motivation music. That's that gym workout music. You know what I'm saying? That's that run 100 miles an hour music. Make sure you play that. Get in tune, get in your bag. Listen, the only time I'm in my bag is when I'm trying to get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? That's how you need to move. Keep it tight.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
I said so.
Come on.
So if you could take something away from your journey, what would it be?
Take something away from my journey.
So if you can take something that you learned from your entire journey that like sticks out the most.
Okay. So now, man, there's so many things, man. So many things. I would say one of the biggest things. Just consistency and discipline will help you reach success. If anything you doing in life, any relationship that you have, anything of that sort, any facet of life, if you want to be the best at it, if you want to be successful at it, if you want to have a great relationship, you need to have consistency and discipline. You apply that to anything in your life and you will have a great outcome. I truly believe that. I embody that. For sure.
My love, thank you so much for being on with me tonight. I really appreciate the insight that you bring. I love that you were able to highlight what we can do better for our community. Because I work in a community organization. I work for a nonprofit.
Nice.
I work with kids from the Bronx every day who can really use all these opportunities that they get, and I take my work really seriously when I do work with the causes I work with. So it's really nice and refreshing to have someone who can really understand the importance of all this, because it's not just something that they slap on TV. It's really happening next door. It's really happening to someone's sister, mother, brother.
Definitely.
PNB Rock's daughter just lost her father.
Yeah. Gotta think about it like that.
But
people still here experiencing that hurt.
But in the meantime, where can they find you? The elusive Mr. Alexander.
So I'm gonna give my thing one more time. Y'all already know it's the big fella with the little voice, Mr. Alexander. My gram that was popping was Mr. Alexander. That's the name I'm running with. But we got hacked. To keep it a stack with y'all, we got hacked. Not the regular way. They was real smart about it, but I got hacked. So right now we straight SWYMNYC. We straight SWYMNYC. We promoting the brand. It's SWYMNYC, and that's on all platforms. It's SWYMNYC. So definitely tap in with me. I'm doing Stop the Violence concert across the NYC, all 5 boroughs. Really putting on community events. I'm trying to feed the homeless. I'm trying to help the women in terms of going into the shelters, providing necessities. I'm doing clothing drives. I'm doing toy drives. We're going to be doing turkey drives. I mean, any way that we could give back and just help those, help the less fortunate, and just show a positive example to the younger generation, and just seeing that you could be cool and you could be, doing positive things. You know what I'm saying? There's multiple ways of being cool. Being smart is cool. Being smart is gangster. Taking care of your business, showing love, taking care of others, providing, being of service, all of that is cool. All of that is gangster. And you could be both. You don't got to go the bad route. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to go the route of hurting others. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about everybody. You got to think about your loved ones as well and what that means for you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't get away with the actions that they make. You know what I'm saying? There's consequences for everything. So just really think about it. Think about what you want your life to look like, and just remove and eliminate everything that doesn't fall in line with what you want your life to be and look like. You want to be successful. You want to be comfortable. You need to get rid of all the distractions. You need to get out all the negativity and really just put your best foot forward and be consistent and be disciplined. And I promise you, you get there. Mr. Alexander, for those who know me, is Damo. It's SWYMNYC. Say what you mean what you say. Keep swimming.
And say it with your chest.
Say what you mean, baby.
Yeah. What's up, world? It's your homegirl Ivy. You can follow us everywhere at Rawrdzone NYC. But more importantly, click the link below. Go to our website, www.rawrdzoneny.com. Check out our Rawrdzone pics. Check out our blog. You looking for Spotify playlisting? You looking for promotion? Contact us through Elgin Sound Radio, our home base. We got so many things coming up in the woodwork, but you could also check us out on Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and wherever you may stream your podcast delights. It has been an amazing Rawrdzone day. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. Until next week, everyone. Peace.